Giants have managed only 3 hits. They've had only 1 hit since the first inning. But they have a 2-1 lead. The bullpen has been busy tonight. Carson Seymour, the veteran right-hander, just back up from AAA, starts to get loose.
I think you're going to be able to use just back up from AAA for about every guy that comes out of that bullpen.
It is remarkable how they've had to fill holes with their minor league system, but Seymour's been around a bit. He's been starting actually at AAA Sacramento for the River Cats, which of course is when we're there they always point out is in West Sacramento.
Yeah, exactly.
Very important distinction to the folks that live there.
Yeah, you got to know which side of the river you're on.
Would come in at third for the injured Matt Chapman, out after abdominal surgery. Hernandez in front of Perdomo. And there's one away for Loaisiga. The Giants have 1 hit, a bunt single, since the first inning. And they still hanging on to that 2-1 lead. There's Matt Chapman, who had surgery not long ago. He'd been dealing with an abdominal injury since the middle of April, left the game at Chase Field in late June, and wind up needing bilateral core muscle surgery August the 11th. He's out for the rest of the year. Drew Cavanaugh, the catcher, 0 for 2. Line to second and right to Vargas.
Just hit it at him, and Chapman hurt himself at Chase on a play very similar to what Fernandez had to make. It was one of those charging in, awkward throw plays.
This sounded awful. The doctors told Chapman that he had torn the core muscle off his pubic bone on both sides, and both sides of the muscle had to be reattached in surgery, which does not sound like fun at all.
Yeah, anytime you hear off the bone,
yeah,
that's not good.
No good. Christian Koss, who has had the big at bat in this ball game so far. He was hit on the elbow by a pitch from Jose Cabrera leading off the 5th inning, and he went from first to third on a sac bunt by Nate Furman when Fernandez crashed in from third to cover the bunt, left third abandoned, and Koss hustled all the way around from first to third, came home with a sac fly, and that run is the difference right now in the ball game.
That play looming huge, just the lapse right there by the 2 rookies, and no one covered third base.
Furman squared the bunt, and everybody crashed in, including Fernandez, and there was nobody near third base, and Koss was able to run all the way around over there, and they got that run without getting a base hit. And now the Diamondbacks are down to their final 6 outs, but Loaisiga makes short work of the Giants in the 7th, so it's time for the offense to get going, and the top of the lineup is due up in the 8th. We'll start with Lars Nootbaar.